Once again, it is time for our ETSU Buccaneer Player of the Week, and this week it is wide receiver Anthony Spagnoletti. Thank you for joining us, Anthony. Appreciate it. Let's talk about this tough game against Furman. Y'all put forth a lot of effort into that game. It's hard to come out of there with an L, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. You know, it was tough. It was a hard game. It was really hot. You know, but Furman's a really good football team, and we're definitely a good football team. You know, I've been here for a while, and I could tell you definitely the last time we were there 2 years ago, I mean, the outcome was completely different. Like, it was completely different as far as, you know, how they won, how we competed, how we played. But, I mean, this team, we're moving in the right direction. We're getting a lot better, but our hats off to them because they played good football.
Kind of had a change at the beginning of the year with the quarterback situation with some injuries and things of that nature. As a wide receiver, making that transition to Trey, how's that gone so far?
It's been going pretty good. You know, everybody wonders at the beginning of the season who's going to be that guy, especially when we bring in like 7 or 8 quarterbacks or whatever it is. But that's part of what we do as receivers. We make sure we come out here in the off season all summer. We're throwing and catching with all of them: Cade, Chance, Trey, all of them. So whoever that guy is, that would definitely be. We would be comfortable, and they would be comfortable with us. So it's just a matter of just staying in that groove with them, keeping that chemistry. So whoever it is, at any point in the season, any point in the game, we're able to do it with whoever we have. You know,
I've been listening to the games. I haven't been able to go because of certain situations, but listening to the games, I've been hearing your name a lot. You love being involved with this offense, don't you?
Yes, I do. I love it just because my big thing is I just want to go out there and do my job, do what I can to help this team to the best of my ability. You know, we won a championship last year.
Right.
And that feeling, I mean, that's something I'll never forget, and that's something I know myself and all the other guys, we won again. So the big thing when I take the field is I just want to go out there and do my part and help this team the best way I can so that we can continue to improve and win games and possibly win another SoCon championship.
Well, let's step off the field for just a moment. Step over to the classroom, okay? How's Anthony, the student, doing this semester?
I'm doing really good. You know, I'm expected to graduate this December. Right. I've been on the dean's list for the past few semesters, so that's really good. I'm majoring in criminal justice and criminology. So other than that, like, I mean, school's just been going really good. It's been doing really well for me, but that's just because I've been staying in the books. Because, I mean, when you start to get to those senior level courses, it's a grind, especially when you have your senior season going on. You really got to, put in that time and effort to, contribute to the classroom and your books, and as well as getting in the film room and doing things like that. But it's been going really well for me.
Well, let's talk about your future plans. You're telling us about your major and everything. What do you want to take that degree? What are you hoping to do with it in the future?
Yeah, so like I said, my major is criminal justice and criminology. I want to do something within federal law enforcement, such as like FBI, DEA, things of that nature. As far as specializations, I want to do something as far as either with like crimes against children or even things like corporate crime. It's something I'm still figuring it out, especially since I changed my major to criminal justice and criminology about almost 2 years ago now from what it originally was with IT. So yeah, as we go, I'm just still figuring it all out.
I think that IT background may help you, though, when you're in that endeavors as well. Well, let's get back on the football field. Talk about Wofford. Another big SoCon power coming in here. What do y'all expect out of the Terriers?
We expect, the same thing we've been seeing. They're a really good football team. They play the game really well. They're one of those teams, you can't really assume that they're going to get many things wrong. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of things, and they play hard. So, I mean, I know I've been here since we brought football back and played the first game, so I know that's the only SoCon opponent since I've been here that we haven't beat. So, I mean, I know we're all looking forward to, eventually finally put the nail in that coffin and get that done. Like I said, they're a good football team, but we also know we're a good football team. But I think if we come to work this week, practice, and especially knowing how last week felt, we'll definitely come out here to get the job done.
All right, a couple last questions here, but let's talk about some of the goals you've set for yourself as far as the rest of this season goes. Okay,
so my goal this season, as far as finishing out, is my senior year. I want to finish out. If it was up to me, I want to finish out as an all-conference athlete. I definitely think I have that potential and that ability. Like I said, my big thing is I want to do things right, and I want to help this team win games. Because that's what it's about. It's not about the individual; it's about the team. So I think is with the way the season is going, I think it's been pretty good to me so far. So I'm just, it's just staying on the positive side, hoping I go out there and keep doing the right thing and making sure I don't get hurt and just keep it going.
All right, Anthony Spagnoletti, thank you so much for your time today. This week's ETSU Buccaneer Player of the Week, wide receiver Anthony Spagnoletti.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by